Okay, guys. Obviously, this is not the podcast, but welcome to the Superhero Cut Show, where we talk all things Marvel, DC, Star Wars. I had to get Jerry out of his cave of theorizing and taking on the world one step at a time because we had to talk about a crazy announcement that came out today. So let me read this off, and
Emergency press conference.
exactly. Emergency family meeting. All right.
Yeah.
As as the leaders of this community, we have to talk about this. So, all right, so here we go. Julia Garner is set to play the Silver Surfer in the MCU's Fantastic Four film. She will play a Shia LaBeouf version of the character, and this news came from Deadline. So, I'll let you go first, and then I'll get into my way of how I feel about this.
So, first of all, Marvel is not in a position where they have the luxury to make dumb decisions like this. Point blank. Okay. People are already upset with Marvel. Everyone has a different theory on why Marvel is struggling right now and why Marvel isn't fire. Some say superhero fatigue, some say quality, some say MCU, and MCU is a big one. It's one of the biggest ones. And Silver Surfer, such an iconic, beloved character, to be a female is insane. And by the way, no shade to this actor. She is phenomenal. I loved her in Ozark, and I have no doubt that she's actually going to probably crush it in this role. But regardless, whoever hired her set her up in a bad position because you just made her an opponent of a lot of passionate fans. Because a lot of passionate fans are not happy with this casting, myself included. I happen to like this actress, but she's relatively new to the scene. If you haven't watched Ozark, and I think she was in another big show, but there's like two shows that she's been in that she's like famous for. And if you haven't watched them, you probably have no idea who she is, which is fair. But now people are going to be like, people are going to be pissed at her. And I am pissed at Marvel. I'm like, why did Kevin Feige sign off on this? I'm starting to wonder what's going on with him. What's going on with the powers that be at Marvel that they're signing off on this?
So the way that I feel about it is I understand, I get why they're doing it, and me personally, right? Like for me, I don't care personally. I think it's cool. Doesn't really bother me because I think she's going to be a small part of the film anyway. I'm more worried about Pedro Pascal and the Fantastic Four cast and Galactus. With all that being said, because as I said, I think it has the potential to be cool. Marvel is not in the spot right now to take ballsy risk like this. Okay, and and right now, as you just said, right, people has been saying Marvel's cooked, Marvel's done for, and there's been this narrative that's been going on, and it really started with America Chavez, and then it just kind of just has gone down and saying that Marvel forces female characters into roles that they don't need to be in. Now, I was always a defender of that, saying no, that's not true. Even though they've done this, they tried different things. I cannot defend this. There's nothing I can say to defend this take at all because the reality is, and as I said, I don't care personally, but when we are talking about the brand of Marvel Studios right now, when we are talking about you are introducing a brand new team to the MCU, you have to play things smart. Okay, the Marvels just bombed. It just showed you that an all female cast isn't the answer, right? It showed you that you have to have substance to your content, and that's not me saying that she's going to be bad because I don't think she's going to be bad. I think she's going to do a hell of a job. Actually, I really think she is going to be great. But because of the times that we are in and the fumbles that have happened, Marvel, you don't have the luxury to take these kind of risks, And in my opinion, I think they just should have stayed true to the story and just have went with Norrin Rad because that's the safe option. The same way, look, you can't go safe with Pedro Pascal because you and I have both said that he's a safe option. Even though you're not pro Pascal, you and I have both said safe option. Why would you go safe with Reed but not go safe with the Silver Surfer? You know,
And
and hold on, and like I not and like if I was to change someone, just change Galactus. I don't think people would care about like if you're changing up Galactus a lot, if you wanted to change characters, but you're going to change one of the most popular characters as of the last 10 years, which is the Silver Surfer. When you have listened to your fans ask for Norrin Rad to come into the MCU, you make this move knowing that you have this female led thing narrative going on. It's just not a smart decision. It is not a smart decision at all.
And the other thing, what Stevie said, and he's so spot on, is that with the Fantastic Four, they have never successfully made a Fantastic Four hit movie. They've now tried it, quite a few times, and they've never stuck the landing. And to do something like this on a movie where I've said on the show many times, the future of the MCU is riding on this movie. And this is the last movie that you should be taking these kinds of risks with. It is reckless, it's careless, it's irresponsible, and it is just flat out dumb. And listen, I know there are a lot of people who are saying, oh, well, it might be, because I've seen this on X, and Stevie initially said this when we first spoke about this, and I think he's kind of coming a little more to my side since we initially spoke, is that, listen, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a different universe. So once we get to the mainline MCU universe, which God knows what number it is now, because they said 616 and they said 1999. Anyway, whatever. The MCU universe. That's why I don't give it a number when I say it, because no one knows the number. First of all, that's pure speculation. You have no idea that she is going to be the Silver Surfer of the alternate universe that the Fantastic Four is taking place in. And you also have no idea that the mainline universe in the MCU is going to be a male. All we know is that Silver Surfer is going to be a woman. That is literally all that's confirmed. Everything else is speculation. And even if it is confirmed, it's still stupid. It's stupid. And the future of the MCU is riding on this movie, and they don't have the luxury to take a gamble like this. And, I wish they were more responsible with the MCU. And I'm so fired up about this because I want to see the MCU succeed and stick around for the long term. I don't want to see it die out because they're going full throttle on MCU.
Yeah. And I am 50-50, bro, because as I said, like, I don't necessarily care about the decision, because I understand if you're like, if you are going the multiversal route, to me, it makes sense. And I don't mind that. I would actually like to see another hero, to be, but it's because, bro, me personally, I'm just not the biggest Silver Surfer simp like every, you know what I mean? I'm just
but
not.
Still,
it
indicates
personally.
It indicates that they're not being responsible.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm more angry at the fact that you make this gamble knowing what the fans are going to say. That's what makes me angry, is that know that your fans aren't going to be happy about this, and you're making your fans angry. Because there's going to be a bunch of people like me that don't care, and that's fine. But your job is to captivate everyone, right? Your job is to make decisions that your fandom, that the entirety of your fandom is okay with. And let's just be real, right? Like, people that loved, the She-Hulk and the Marvels, what were those box office numbers, bro? Those numbers were big, and so the majority of your fan base are people that like things that are traditional, and so I think there's risk. There's certain risks that you can take. I think Pedro Pascal was a safe option. I think the rest of the cast was a risk, and that's fine because you cast it right. But to do this to Silver Surfer, and to me, I think Galactus should have been the first announcement of casting. But no, that's time for another day. But because I think Galactus is way more important than Silver Surfer. But to do this and you give this to the Hollywood trades, at least wait to announce her at freaking Comic-Con or something. Like, you give this to the trades already. It just that just seems off to me, bro. That seems very off to me. I'm just very like, bro, and I think you are the same way, dude. I'm shocked. Like when I first read that announcement, Jerry, I had no words to say.
I was livid from the second you told me. And you know what else drives me nuts?
Mm.
is that I know I'm going to see it on social media tonight. I am going to see clowns saying, you know what? This is what the Marvel universe needs. This is going to make people feel warm and fuzzy inside. And it's like, well, you know what they did? They set a young woman up who has her whole career ahead of her, and they put her in a position to be disliked by a very passionate fandom.
Yeah.
So you tell me how this is helping women.
Bro, let's not mention, right? We saw what happened to Daisy Ridley from Star Wars. She said herself after Star Wars, she has not been getting jobs. And the one job that she got, which was an Apple movie, it flopped. So,
Yeah.
and that's and so guys, like, you gotta understand, bro. Like, Jerry and I, this is not no politics. This is not no personal vendettas or ego.
I love the actress.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
her.
She's
I
amazing
would
as an
love
actress.
to see.
This is just thinking from the idea. Like, look, we both work for companies, and Jerry and I understand branding, and we understand marketing, and we study this stuff, bro. And from a company standpoint, when you're creating a movie that is one of the biggest movies that is in the MCU of all time, you don't make a decision like this, bro.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Oh my
so
gosh.
It's
And look, she's probably going to do a great job because that's the kind of actress that she is. But the reality is that so many fans are going to come in closed-minded because they're angry about the Silver Surfer, that this movie is going to get cooked. And I pray to God that her career doesn't suffer because of this, because this is not fair to her. Just saying.
And by the way, at the time of recording this video, it is number 3 trending on X. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So people are pissed.
Yeah.
And myself included. I'm pissed. I keep it real with you guys. I am pissed. I think this is a dumb move. It's irresponsible. And I am officially very worried about the future of the MCU. Yep. And if you've been watching our show, you know I have held out and I've held on to my faith for a very long time. And I'm not as harsh on the MCU as a lot of other people on this platform are. And, I liked Ant-Man Quantumania. I said they should keep Kang. But this is crazy. And if you can't see this, you're just not being honest with yourself.
Yeah, and we'll probably break this down deeper. Definitely on the podcast, because we're going to probably get in. I'm definitely going to dig into some comics and read about this character, because I heard that she's a love interest of Norrin Rad. So I do want to read and get more info, and I know you will too. So so we will definitely come back with some more detailed analysis and break down the character, what roles we think she's going to play, and then complain a little bit more. Why, and this is why I think I think this is Kevin Feige's biggest weakness as a president, because he did this with the X-Men, he's done this with the Fantastic Four, now he's doing this with the Silver Surfer. Why do you feel like you have to wait to bring in these amazing characters? The Fantastic Four and the X-Men should have been in the MCU right after Avengers Endgame. Okay, you killed off your greatest characters. Why didn't you bring them in? Okay, the Fox deal might have still been happening. Why didn't they come in right after this deal was finished? Why didn't you already start to get this in order? And there's something weird about, and maybe it's his fear or something like that. But bro, why are you waiting so long to bring in the character you want? That's kind of where I question things, because then people are saying, "Oh yeah, there's a Silver Surfer special presentation." What is going to be more popular, a Fantastic Four movie with Norrin Rad or a Silver Surfer presentation with Norrin Rad? Use your brains, guys. Come on, man.
And I'm gonna do a separate video on this, but it's interesting because what also hit the internet today were pictures of Daredevil and Punisher, Charlie Cox of Daredevil, John Bernthal
I actually just
Punisher.
put a video out on that on our YouTube two hours ago.
Oh, fire.
We can make another one, dude. Hell yeah, bro. Make another one. I'm
going to. And I'm going to talk about how Marvel, and I was already going to make a video on this, how I think Marvel needs to have a separate plot line with street level and make Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Punisher the big 3. They all work together, time and time again in the comics. So anyway, They're all in the same city, obviously, and I was going to say they should do that, have a separate plot line, because that's kind of happens in the comics universe because it's so big. But now I'm not talking about them having it as a second plot line. I'm talking about them having it as a plan B.
Rome just commented on the TikTok. Rome said he agrees.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Rome. Shout
out Rome, friend of the show, great guy. Rome comic geek, check him out.
Yeah, man. It's just insanity, bro. It just doesn't.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
And it drives me nuts that there's going to be people that are like, "Oh, this is great news." Like, you are so full of crap. This is not great news.
Yeah, man. This is the L, man. This is a L. And look, guys. As you guys know, I'm the last one to say it's cooked, because at the end of the day, when I see the trailer and the clips, that's when I'll have a final. I have to see it on screen, and because anything's possible. Fans could be taken away, just blown away. Because what I'm thinking is, and I have to do research, because I think Norman Rad is going to still be in it, but don't mark me on that. I gotta do some research, but I do think that initially this is such a bad decision and bad press for the MCU right now. And let me tell you this, Jerry, you and I both know that Bob Iger's pissed. He's talking to Kevin Feige right now, like, dumb decision, my brother. Dumb decision.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope they somehow reverse course. This is crazy.
Yeah. Because
I already see people that
the only way they can reverse course is say like Norton, like Silver Surfer is going to be in it. She's just a love interest. That's the only way you can reverse course.
So, all right, I already see someone defending it. Hey, she's been cast as Shala Bal. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And I read a ton of comics, okay? And I don't even know how to pronounce it. Shala Bal, not Norrin Rad. You can stop being fake mad now and carry on. Oh, semantics. It still should have been Norrin Rad. I can't even say what I want to call this. But it should have been Norrin Rad. Like, this is semantics. People don't. It's not about making Norrin Rad a female. It's about the fact that it should be a male Norrin Rad.
Yeah.
Like, what don't you understand?
It's just what fans want.
You know what? We're gonna bring in Spider-Man, but instead of Spider-Man, we're gonna do a Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker fans, screw you. That's what this is.
Yeah, and look, we love Gwen Stacy. That doesn't say that we don't like I mean, and guys, me and Jerry, bro, we are like, we could walk in there and love it, because that's just the kind of fan, because we want Marvel to succeed, number one, and we walk into these movies with open minds. With that being said, that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a stupid decision. And this has hurt the brand in so many ways. So I pray that there's some more context added to it, because to me it feels like something has to be taken out of. I just can't think Feige's did that dumb. Something has to be taken out of context.
Yeah.
So I hope. So I'm praying to God, Lord, listen to me right now. Please let some context come to this story, please. And Feige, just drop the script, bro. Just drop the script to everybody. Let us read it and be like, okay. If it's because this is bad. But. As to end it with a positive, at least, I am excited to see the Fantastic Four costumes. I really can't wait to see who's casted as Galactus, and I can't wait to see a film of just the Fantastic Four. Obviously the Silver Surfer cast is bad. This doesn't mean that the movie is going to be bad. This is just a really terrible decision. Maybe this decision is worse than Agatha. Actually, no, it's not worse than Agatha. I take that back. But this is a really bad decision. So yeah, man. Do you have any last thoughts?
No, I think we covered it all.
All right. So guys, we're going to end it here. And if any news comes out, you might see us again at this point.
Yeah.
God, any more news that comes out about this, we are going to be recording on the spot and covering. Hey guys, be expecting this type of content now. I know we like to save it for the podcast, but we really want to give you guys information as fast as we can. So expect us to kind of be on the ball with news and really hopping on. So this should be releasing as we speak right now. So I'm going to get this uploaded. So we love you guys. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and peace out.